Hi, it's Hollow Aster or Kira, and today we are playing Stardew Valley 1.6. I am so excited for this update. Stardew Valley is one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm just really excited to play it again with new content. So let's go ahead and start new. So, oops, did not know my caps was on. Okay, our farm name is going to be Clovenwood. I think that was my Animal Crossing village name, so I just default to that. My favorite thing we're going to say is stars. For animal preference, ooh, we have new animals. Well, I have to go with the little black cat. And then there is a new farm type. So Meadowlands Farm, it's not the best for growing crops, but there's a chewy blue grass that animals love. You start with 2 chickens. We are going to try the Meadowlands Farm. I'm very excited. And for my very special grandson, I want you to have the sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now, listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. I feel that right now, man. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. I wish I could read sometimes. Jeez. When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Now let Grandpa rest. Rip Grandpa. I can't even tell you how many times I've played Stardew on my computer, on my Switch. Man, just too many times. And yet, not enough times. Dear Hollow Aster, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature, so I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Clovenwood Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley, on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor your family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? We're entering our midlife crisis era. Quitting our job and moving to the woods. I wish I could do that. I am not cut out to be a farmer in real life. Not at all. Took our little bus, headed to Stardew Valley. I haven't watched the full intro in a long time, though. I usually skip it. Oh, and here we are. Hello, you must be Hollow Aster. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. Farm's right over here if you'll follow me. This is Clovenwood Farm. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. Oh, look at my chicken coop. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. Rustic? That's one way to put it. Rusty might be a little more apt, though. Rude. Don't listen to her, Hollowaster. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. Get 'em. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow, you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. She's mad. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. I'm so excited to start with the chicken coop. Oh, the house is cute. Like the little, like pendant things. Oh, and we start with 15 hay on this farm? That makes sense. Alright, introductions. 2 out of 28 people greeted. And we have to harvest an egg from our chickens. Ooh, that's interesting. It's different than the normal farms. We don't need to do that, really. Let's go check on our chickens. That's so exciting. And there's that bluegrass that it said. Tiny. And shrimp. That's so cute. Oh yeah, I need a silo. Okay. Alright. Well, let's go explore our new farm. Yeah, definitely not a ton of farmable area, but that's okay. I was thinking I want to finally try out some of the other ways to make money in this game. Normally I just go crops, but this is exciting. I love the bluegrass. That's so cute. And we've got some water on our farm now. That's exciting. The forest farm is my favorite to start with. I love the early hardwood accessibility. But this one's so cute. And it's got a little waterfall. Oh, this is very good. This is very good. Alright, well, let's go into town and meet some people. Alright, so I decided instead of just doing the whole playthrough regular that I would just speed it up, at least in the beginning. The beginning of Stardew is pretty slow. There's not a whole lot of interesting things to see. If I find anything that's new with 1.6, I will stop and showcase it. But for the most part, for this first week, I didn't really find a whole lot, but I was also playing it kind of quickly. I'm very used to the beginning of Stardew, and I can get a little bit eager to get out of it. I'm ready to unlock the mines and be able to do more things. So instead, I just spent the first week trying to be as productive as possible. And I also tried to meet as many people as possible, as quickly as possible, to close that quest out. So you'll see me just speeding through town, talking to everyone like once. I give a couple people gifts, but for the most part, for this first couple weeks while I'm like building up, getting money, I don't really do a whole lot. I kind of just farm, and then when I'm out of energy, if I don't have any food or any money to buy food, I'll just go to sleep. So I'm still just talking to people, having a little run around. Day 1, it's going pretty good. I love the Meadowlands farm so far. It's so cute. I'm very excited to decorate it. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I have to plan it, but very exciting so far. Starting off with chickens is going to be really nice for the fall festival. Definitely going to have gold star eggs by then. So then, one of the first things I also try to do on Stardew is just clear my property. Even if I don't plan on like utilizing it, I do like clearing it as soon as possible. So I'm basically just clearing this big main area right in front of my house, because this is going to be the main place that I grow crops for a while, probably until I get sprinklers, honestly. So I did end up buying one of each of the spring seeds and then like 15 parsnips. So the one green bean, cauliflower, and potato, those are all going to be for the community center, and then parsnips are parsnips. I want to get to level 1 farming as quickly as possible in order to get the scarecrow. So then I'm just using up the rest of my energy clearing these rocks and sticks and things. And then I did build a chest so that I could put all my stuff in it. And then I decided to head on over to the mountains. So I met Linus. And I ended up getting really lucky with Demetrius. I already met Robin, but with Demetrius, and then Sebastian ended up coming out right as I went in the house, which was really nice. He's usually one of the last people I meet. And then I got double lucky because I ran into Maru on my way back to town. But yeah, that about wraps up day 1. Honestly, it was pretty productive as far as first days in Stardew go. I wasn't trying to like min-max anything. The last time I played, I really was going crazy following guides and stuff. So this time I wanted to just be a little more chill. I did struggle to move my lamp, and then I moved my bed. And then now we are on day 2. So we got some mail. We got invited to the beach to go talk to Willie, and then I watered all my crops and checked on my chickens. Honestly, I feel like a couple of these days ended up being a little bit of a wash because I was trying to be so much more relaxed than the last time I played it. But that's okay. I didn't get as much done in the first 7 days as I hoped for, but I got a decent amount cleared for sure. The first part of my farm is definitely walkable. Oh, and then down there in the corner we had a pop-up that said that you've had some new ideas to think about. I don't remember noticing that before, so I feel like that's new with 1.6. But I think that happens when you like unlock new recipes for crafting. And then the next day, like after you sleep on it, you'll have it. So that was nice. I gave Haley a flower so that she will like me. I'm not sure who we're going to romance on this file. I was romancing Haley on my last one. Shane always calls to me, so I'm not sure. Or we could do Penny and move her in with us and then eventually upgrade Pam's house. Because in all the times that I've played it, I've actually never done that. And I would like to. So that's something to consider. I'm not settled on anyone yet. I've also never romanced Elliot, so he's a possibility. So then I just stopped by the library to struggle to click on that book for like 5 minutes and then meet Vincent and Jas. Talk to Penny again. I did eventually click on the book. Then I went to meet Clint. Always got to check the trash cans in the early game, trying to find any food at all to help me out. I also thought that this was a new box, but I didn't have a potato yet, so I couldn't try it. I'm not sure if you'll put a potato in and maybe it'll give you like a seedling or something. I don't really know. Then I decided to go and put a chest in the chicken coop for eggs when they are older and for hay so that I can keep that right there conveniently. And then it rained on day 3, which was nice. So I didn't have to water my crops. I could immediately go check on my chickens who were already fully grown. I was so surprised. I don't remember it being that fast, but I also don't always play with animals, especially not this early. Honestly, I usually don't get a coop until like fall. So I was just finishing up, trying to meet as many people as I could. Pam was the last one that I needed to meet, so I was trying to just kill some time until her house opened up at 9. And then I finally met everyone, except obviously the wizard. I decided to go and try and fish for most of the rest of the day. I don't always love fishing in Stardew, but I can't deny it is a good way to make money early on. I prefer going to the mines and just spending all my days in the mines, especially when it's raining. But couldn't do that yet, so fishing it was. I forgot how long it takes to get a bite without bait. It's kind of miserable. I honestly can't wait to get the fishing pole upgraded because it took me forever just to catch like half a pocket full of fish. I also forgot how little the bar is, so that was definitely challenging for a little while because I don't really mind the fishing minigame. It's hard for sure, but it's not my least favorite thing. And then I threw out the bait because I don't really have a use for it yet. And by the time I get the next fishing pole, like I'm going to have plenty of money for bait. So I wasn't too worried about it. And then I threw the bamboo shoots out because I just wasn't going to plant them. And I would rather have had the fish. So I decided just to clear out some more of my farm, make use of all this energy that I had left over for the day. I love in the Meadowlands farm that the teleport altar is in that cute little nook. And I love that the area in the back of the farm, for your spouse's things, I love where that is. It's so good. So here, I was desperately trying to find some clay. I wasn't trying to do clay farming by any means. I was just haphazardly smacking the ground, hoping I would get clay to save up for a silo. And then now on day 4, we did have to water our crops again. Nothing's ready to be harvested until tomorrow. Then we went and checked on our chickens, cleared out some of their enclosure. I feel like they've been eating the grass really slowly. Maybe it's just because I only have 2 animals right now, but I feel like they haven't been going through the grass very fast at all, which is nice because that's the one thing that I didn't love about having the animals originally, was how fast they would chew through all that grass, and then I would have to go buy more, and it was expensive. I was looking for more clay here, but did not really find much. So after that, I went ahead and went into town. I had about 1,000 gold, so I was waiting for the saloon to open so that I could buy some salads. Figured it was about time to have something to replenish my energy. I felt a little bit wasteful to go to bed at 10 a.m. the first week. Sometimes I do though. So I talked to Alex, Penny, Haley, and then I just kind of waited for the saloon to open. I was seeing if there was anything different inside, but I don't think there is. Then I went ahead and just bought 4 salads. I love the waterfalls. They look amazing. So I decided to try again at fishing for a little while. I'm out of money now, and again, it's a good way to make money in the early game. I was not having a ton of luck though. Definitely wasn't the worst fishing trip that I've had, but it was up there. And it was just taking so long to get anything to bite. Really, the fiberglass rod is amazing. Can't recommend it enough. Alright, and with my pockets full, I went ahead and headed back to my house. I did get lucky and find some clay though, so I dropped my fishing pole so that I could swap it out. I don't think it would despawn, but I was for some reason paranoid that it would, so then I went back and picked up my fishing rod. I used up the last of my energy to cut down a couple more trees. And then I went to bed. So day 5 started off by getting a cat. Marnie showed up, and I am so excited that there's finally a black cat. I named him Shadow after one of my cats. Before, none of the other cats, like the original ones, really matched any of my cats. So I'm very glad that there's a black cat now. Our parsnips are ready to be harvested, so I went ahead and got those. I saved one for the community center and I sold the rest. I got our eggs. I just sold all of them because they're not gold star, so it didn't really matter. And then we are back to fishing again in the mountains. As you can see, I spent a lot of time just fishing. This time didn't last super long though, because I realized that in order to trigger the community center event, I'm fairly confident you have to enter from the bus stop. Any day starting the 5th of spring 1 on a sunny day. And I wanted to unlock the community center as quick as possible. So we went and we talked to Lewis about how awful the community center has become. You know, pretty standard stuff. It's always so funny that he's like, oh, there's a weird shack in here. Vincent and Jaffs must have been playing in here. Why would they have built that structure? Would they even be able to fit in it? That's what I want to know. Because the Junimos look pretty small. I feel like they're smaller than kids for sure. So I went back in and interacted with the community center bundle just to make sure that I would unlock the letter from the wizard the next day. Then I went back to the mountains to try fishing again. And I fished for quite a while. I still didn't get as many fish as I expected to, so my fishing skill definitely did not go up as much as I wanted, but that's okay. Like I said, fishing is normally the skill that I get to 10 last, not because like I dislike it or anything, I just like everything else more. So Linus was fishing with me for a while. We were just hanging out. Got a couple things. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. It could have been better for sure. In later parts of this farm, I'm definitely gonna just take it slower, more like one day at a time, when there's actual like stuff to be done that isn't just the same farming the 15 parsnips and talking to everyone. So I came back and cleared out a couple more trees, sold my fish, put some stuff in my chest, kept on clearing away to try and use up the last of my energy. Pet my cat and went to bed. So we leveled up farming and fishing. And on day 6, we finally got our letter from the wizard. So I pet and watered my cat, went and checked on the chickens, got the eggs, pretty standard stuff. Then I made my way down to the bottom of my farm to go into the Cindersap Forest to meet the wizard. And I noticed those really big trees. Those are definitely new. I don't know what they're for. I think I might have saw a spoiler, but I'm not sure if that's true or not, so I'm not going to say it. So then we finally got to the wizard's tower, where he is going to teach us how to talk to the Junimos. It's so funny to think about how, like, 6 days ago, we were just working our regular corporate job, and now we met a wizard who taught us how to talk to the weird forest spirits that we just met. Like, our characters gotta be so confused. I wonder if they knew that, like, magic existed before, or if this is a Pelican Town secret, or what. So we got a little bit of energy from the wizard's potion, so that was nice. And then things got a little crazy, a little foresty, but now we can talk to the Junimos, or at least read what they have to say. So I went back to my farm, cleared out some more stuff. I thought I would start working on clearing out in front of the coop, and then I remembered that I could build a scarecrow, so I wanted to do that as quickly as possible so that my cauliflower would be safe, because that sucker takes forever to grow. So I was just trying to count out the best place to put it, because I am going to go and buy more crops. With 1,700 gold, I figured it was about time that I do a real plant. So I went up and threw some fences out, put a gate down. I didn't close the fence off because I'm a moron and planted my 3 important crops too close to the walkway. So once those are harvested, I will be completely rearranging my garden. So I went and I bought 5 more beans, cauliflower, and potatoes, and then I bought as many parsnips as I could. And then I just headed back to start planting those right away. So after that, I know it's a little early, but I figured we'd just end the day there. And we were officially on day 7, so we had spent just about a week on our Meadowlands farm in Stardew Valley. I went ahead and watered all of my new crops first thing. It always takes so long with just the base watering can, and you do have to walk a decent way to get to the water, but I checked on my chickens, so it was still worth it. Once they were all watered, I checked my mail, pet my cat, sold an egg, and then double checked to make sure that I had met everyone. And then I was just checking out the new menu. I love the quality of life improvements that's what was added in 1.6, like being able to see which animals you've pet already or not. Amazing. Game changer. So the 7th of spring is Lewis's birthday, so I just took him a salad, I think, since I had it on hand. I try not to miss anyone's birthday, but it definitely happens. So then I went back to fish again, because fishing is life. I tried to get that treasure chest, but it just wasn't in the cards. And honestly, the chances of there being something really good in a treasure chest are very slim, so I wasn't too worried about it. I gave Linus something and he didn't like it, which surprised me. I think it was just a forageable. Then I sold my fish, pet my cat again, and went to chop down some more trees. But yeah, that's pretty much how I spent the first week in Stardew Valley 1.6. I'm really loving the content so far, and I'm very excited to discover new things. I keep seeing everyone finding stuff on Twitter, and I just want to play more immediately. But I'll be brave and wait until I can record it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in part 2.